Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Dragon Ball Discussions. If you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We have tons of content that we're constantly bringing down to you, and we're trying to get over 470 subscribers. So please, if you're already subscribed, make sure to share this video so that your friends can get on the action. If you're new, we have Soccer Spirits, Yu-Gi-Oh!, we got Duel Links, Dueling Book, Skullgirls, you name it, we got it. We also do college lifestyle vlogs and Dragon Ball discussions like this one. So if you're into gaming, anime, or just, college life, feel free to check out the channel and subscribe. Now, let's jump directly into some fresh content. So we've seen Goku lift some heavy-ass weights before. Like, we've seen him go hard as fuck. I mean, look at that. I have no idea how heavy that's supposed to be, but I can't imagine it being light, right? But then we recently saw on Dragon Ball Super our boy Goku face off against Tupper. Tupper was a member of the Pride Troopers who recently got eliminated in an episode of Dragon Ball Super, who has the ability to manipulate his weight, which I feel like people sleep on, but that's actually an incredibly powerful ability, and I feel like Tupper alone could have helped win the Tournament of Power. For one, if Tupper is so heavy that you can't move him, then essentially you could just have Tupper sit down, not move around, just sit on the ground, and people could beat the shit out of him, knock him out, but if he keeps himself heavy where no one can move him, then Tupper just stays in the arena and wins, right? So when it comes to a situation where you have to ring out Tupper, if he just plays the sitting game and just allows himself to maybe get knocked out, but as long as that doesn't affect his weight, then that's totally fine. Also, we got to point out a few things that are happening in this image alone. This is the best image of Tupper that I have where he's not in his bay wheel mode. But when he's heavy like this, not only is he weighing down Goku in his base form, but he's also having Goku's feet break through Kachi Kachin, which is the most durable material we know of in the multiverse. Kachi Kachin being more durable than just Kachin, which is the strongest material in Universe 7. So it's powerful enough for his weight to cause Goku to break through Kachi Kachin. It's also powerful enough to hold down Goku's base form as he continually increases his weight. Keep in mind, again, that this is not the same base as the image that I showed you a moment ago. Goku's image from a moment ago, this image right here to the side, is actually Goku's base form when he is on King Kai's planet in the Battle of Gods arc. So this is Battle of Gods Goku. Keep in mind, for those who haven't been keeping up with Dragon Ball Super too closely, that the Battle of Gods arc was followed by the Champa arc, which was followed by the Goku Black arc, and now we're in the Universal Survival arc. So this is Goku a few arcs later. This is after Goku Black. This is, this is after everything that happened with Champa. Fuck, I forgot the Resurrection F arc. Yo, this is... So, let's recount the number of arcs. This is from Battle of Gods. So this is after he fought Frieza in Resurrection F. This is after the Champa arc where he went against the Universe 6 fighters. This is after the Goku Black arc where he fought Merge Zamasu and everything. This is this image of Goku lifting this big-ass weight is from, the first arc of Dragon Ball Super. And since then, Goku has done so much. So the idea that his base form is, being weighed down by Tupper right now is a really big deal. Tupper is heavy as fuck. And, if that isn't enough, right, to illustrate, keep in mind that this is the Battle of Gods arc when Goku was training on King Kai's planet before Beerus shows up. Beerus shows up on King Kai's planet, and then they fight, and Goku goes through all his different forms of, here's Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, like he did for Boo. But then, if you guys have seen this film, it was the arc for Battle of Gods, because let's keep to anime, because movies are technically their own dimension, and we did a whole video on how the movies are separated into dimensions and how that could actually lead to crossover potential, considering they're a dimension breaker level abilities and characters. But getting back on topic, this is before Goku goes into his Super Saiyan God form in the Battle of Gods arc. Because once he does that, his base became the level of Super Saiyan God. So because Goku, this is pre him hitting God form. So we can't just be like, I feel like it's not a good service to just say this is Goku in his base from the Battle of Gods arc. This is Goku in his base of the Battle of Gods arc before his base became an actual God level base. So because this is his base before he's God level, this is Goku's base multiple arcs later, after he has pushed his base even farther beyond just God level. There's like a large amount of training that he does with Vegeta. This is before like him lifting this large weight. I'm emphasizing this so much to show you like how heavy Tupper is. Like this is before he trains with Whis. You know, like, and when he trains with Whis, there's like a whole weight training thing that went into that as well. Because him and Vegeta wear these weighted suits. Now, these weighted suits were so heavy that when Goku and Vegeta took them off, they actually, like, the weighted suits themselves sunk through the ground. Like, they continually went deep into the planet that they were on. And these weighted suits were no joke. When they first put them on, they're not doing these, like, thumb push-ups. Vegeta and Goku are kind of wobbling around. They're like, how can we move in these things? And that's ridiculous to hear, considering the fact that Goku and Vegeta have done like such intense gravity training. The idea that these weighted suits are so heavy that like they're weighing them down. But this also shows that Goku was doing heavy like weight training even when training with Whis and Vegeta, like in the later arcs, you know. And this was pre-Champa arc. We see Goku pushing himself beyond. The idea that Goku was having trouble with these weighted suits, right, in the Whis arc, shows that these weighted suits are probably, I'd imagine, since they were giving him trouble, heavier than the weights that he was lifting around on King Kai's planet. So this is like another heavy weight feat for Goku. And Goku went from not being able to easily like maneuver in this suit to doing vertical one thumb upside down push-ups in the suit, and not just doing like a few, like doing like fucking 50,000 of them. So Goku doesn't like, these are like some powerful weight-based things that illustrate Goku in his base form, like handling heavy weights. So we go from this to this. Tupper is heavy as fuck, confirmed. Now we gotta also point out that Goku is in his like full garb. So Goku is wearing weighted clothing. So he's like kind of weighed down by that. You know, like benefit of the doubt to add a few things in. But I'm honestly going to say Tupper is heavy as fuck, confirmed. Fuck the weighted clothing. Tupper is holding down Goku after all of that other shit that we have shown, showing that Goku like can handle heavy weights. Now, here's another thing that we got to point out in order to like back off Tupper's dick a little bit, because this is a respect video. This is me talking about like, damn, Tupper is heavy. Like Tupper is really powerful. But another thing that we have to talk about is that Goku is under, I think, 10 times Earth's gravity, because the way that the Tournament of Power works is that everyone is under the gravity of their home planet. So Goku being from like the planet of the Saiyans, and I believe there's a quote that Vegeta says, in which Vegeta says that the planet of the Saiyans has like 10 times the gravity of Earth or some shit like that. If I'm wrong, please hit me up in the comment section below. I love to hear from you guys, and I will definitely like eat the humble salad, my guy. You know, like if I like messed up with the quote. But Goku is under heavier gravity due to the fact that he has to be under the gravity of the Saiyan homeworld and not under the gravity of Earth. So that also is a part of it. But Goku has shown that for like 10 times gravity and beyond, and under heavy weighted situations, that he is able to push through that like it's nothing. So keeping all of that in mind, Tupper's ass is so fucking heavy that Goku is straining, and that Goku does not get out of Tupper's hold alone. He gains assistance from the androids. And like, Tupper's weight ability makes him so powerful. And imagine Tupper like throwing a punch at you, right? With his body being weighted and him being able to increase his weight at will. A punch that like may not have been too threatening, he just increases the weight continuously as he's throwing the punch, just with this incredible force. And you may be thinking to yourself that getting hit by a weighted hit may not be that powerful of an attack. But I mean, Dragon Ball has established that heavy weighted hits mean a lot. And my backup for this is dun 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 dun, like a heavy ass throwback back to like Dragon Ball throwback. So if you don't remember what this is, and we're going to hit up the Daisenshu for the special attack dictionary. Essentially, the Daisenshu is like the official Dragon Ball guidebooks. So whenever we try and look at moves that we know have guidebook entries, we like to read over the guidebook entry. So this is the Heaven's X Mark Fist, and it's a special attack invented by Namu. By jumping high into the air, he crosses his arms and rapidly falls, charging at his opponent, with the acceleration from his fall increasing his body weight many times over. Without decelerating, he cross-chops his opponent in the throat. Those hit by this attack cannot awaken for 10 days. Cannot awaken for 10 days. Now, this is Teku, who, if you look at Teku, no, sorry, not Teku. This is Namu. And Namu, if you look at him, Namu does not look like that heavy of a guy. Like, this is Namu. This is Namu looks like. This is what Namu looks like. This right here, this is what Namu looks like. He doesn't look weak by like any like means, but he himself doesn't look super heavy. Look at this dude. This dude looks heavy as fuck. Like, but he can release so much in this attack that he can knock you out for 10 days. That's how the move works. It knocks your opponent out for 10 days. And he's taking advantage of his like fall, like his free fall through the sky, in order to chop his opponent in the neck with like increased weight and increased force. But that's with Namu relying on the fall and not decelerating in order for him to do that, for him to land a hit like that. If Tupper knew the X Mark Heaven Fist, and he's so heavy that he can hold Goku, like Universal Survival Arc Goku, down into the ground, like through one of the most durable materials in the multiverse. Nigga, get out of here. Like, because you can't kill people in the Tournament of Power. But if my boy hit you with a move that with like much less weight, with much less force, would cause you to be knocked out for 10 days, my nigga could knock you out for 10 months, for 10 years, dude. Get out of here. And it's such a crazy ass move. Like, with all the other Pride Troopers around, Tupper could have you be distracted long enough for him to come down on that ass and knock you out for like way too long. You were doing like the Tournament of Power in total is 48 minutes. If Namu can knock your ass out for 10 days, Tupper can knock you out for 48 minutes. At least. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. Tupper is one of the top like Pride Troopers that we saw based on this move alone. I haven't even talked about Tupper's bay wheel ass where he like rolls into you hella quickly and like bulldozes you. But that's because it's stupid. It's like one of the dumber things that Tupper does is this like bay wheel spinning wheel thing. and it ends up being what has him ring out in the first place because my boy spins so hard that he gets knocked off the fucking stage. Like, Tupper is a really powerful adversary, but I feel like his wheel thing, while cool, wasn't as cool as this. It wasn't as powerful as him being able to freely manipulate his weight. This is an incredible move, and I feel like we really missed out on seeing Tupper at his full strength. So I think Tupper not reserves. I think we should reserve more respect for Tupper because Tupper deserves more respect. I feel like he was one of the more powerful members of the Pride Troopers that we've seen as of episode 101 of Dragon Ball Super. And I would have actually really enjoyed seeing more of Tupper. I would have liked to have seen what would have happened if Goku had transformed. Because I think that, I don't know. Like, to me, it's really debatable. Because Tupper can continue to increase his weight, right? And he's already really fucking heavy for base Goku. I wonder if Goku had transformed to, like, Super Saiyan 2, which is a significant multiplier. It's like 200 times multiplier of base. If it would have been enough to get Tupper off, that would have impressed the shit out of me. If Goku went Super Saiyan 2 and Tupper was still holding him down, or even if Goku had gone blue and Tupper was still holding him down. Because we really didn't get to see the limits of Tupper's weight, of like him increasing his weight to hold Goku down, because we didn't get to see Goku break out of it himself. So Tupper's hella strong, most def. Well, hella heavy, I should say. But because of that, if Tupper knew the right techniques and used the right abilities, I feel like he could have been a serious threat in the Tournament of Power. What do you guys think? And what are your feelings on Tupper? Do you feel like I've been riding Tupper's dick too much? Please post in the comment section below. I just personally think he was a powerful adversary and that he deserves credit where credit is due. Thank you all once again for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit up the nickabenson channel. Like I said, we have tons of content ranging from college lifestyle vlogs to Yu-Gi-Oh! To Dragon Ball Super and Skullgirl discussions and videos and gameplay content. One of our more popular videos recently has been this Young Justice Season 3 new characters and character redesigns video. So if that's up your alley, feel free to hit it up. We also do episode discussions for the individual Dragon Ball Super episodes. Our first one was for episode 100, and now we've done one for 101, and we'll definitely be continuing to do the Dragon Ball Super episode discussions, as well as just these discussions about different characters and techniques. So again, if you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified whenever we do these live streams and other videos. Thank you once again for watching. This is your host, Jet Black, logging out. Peace.